Hi guys, we're back with I think hopefully the last update before the final flip through, of course, of the Flippy Folio. So I wanted to just put on the finishing touches now. I've got the pages clipped. I've got my needle ready to sew the signatures in, and I have them pre-poked. I've poked the papers and I've poked the spine. Update on the rub and buff. I accidentally rubbed and buffed a little bit too much on this side, and I was not able to erase it with my pencil eraser. It just kind of like blended it in more. So I'm not going to be using this little card after all, even though I'm really happy with these results. I mean, these results are just fabulous, aren't they? I mean, rub and buff, come on. This stuff, I can gild the edges of my pages with this, you know? And I think I might end up doing a video on that, because I don't know if I've ever seen anybody else do it. And wouldn't it just be so beautiful? Ooh, I might do that on the, I've got all the books lined up over here. I've got to show my little display that I created because it's really bitchin'. But these are all on display all the time. And I think that it would be really nice to do some of that gilding edge, you know, on some of the edges of these pages. Wouldn't that be pretty? I mean, just imagine that. Look how pretty. And I do want to include this because it says my favorite things. So this could be, you know, like all of my favorite things for remembering my checklist for YouTube. You know, I was thinking I'm probably going to end up keeping this because this is an experiment. I've glued this on here and I've already snagged it and pulled it off and re-glued it, and I'm going to re-glue it again. I'm going to see how good this holds up. If this holds up really well, I'll do it on other things in the future. But of course, you know me, I've got to try things out for a while before I dive in and add it to my stuff. So a few little updates since last time. I added this little pocket here. I added this strip here just because it kind of pulls that element together. It, you know, it really brings that together. Of course, I added this black lace to the little envelope, and we still just have the one thing in there. Not a whole lot going on here. Oh, I did add this little pocket here, and it goes pretty deep. It's a nice long pocket. So that's really nice for, you know, when I want to add some of these beautiful bookmarks. If I do end up selling it, I don't think I will. I'm going to test it out for a while and make sure, but if I do sell this, whoever gets it's going to be really lucky because I love it already. And here's another reason why I love it so much. I have this antique piece. Now, you know, it's like embossed back in the olden days. And it's from this picture folio thing that I have here. I'll show you. It fell off because it's so old. I've been holding on to it for so long. And it's broken, and that's on this side, and that's why the picture keeps falling out. So I was just going to take her out and add her to, you know, put her in an envelope and do something else with her. But this little thing, I mean, it's practically falling apart, so it's begging to be reused. So I'm going to take that. And this piece is really nice too. I don't know if you can see it, maybe just barely, but there's some little leaf images pressed into this. Beautiful. You know, look at this. This is, oh, can you see that in the light? This was pressed. This is this guy's signature, I think, because it's on the other side. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the signature mark there, back there on the thing. So, I mean, this is the kind of cool stuff I like to play with, and I want to start creating these myself, and especially now that I have that gilded, you know, that golding wax. I don't have an embossing folder, but I have plenty of ways to, you know, me and my budget stuff. I'm gonna show how to do this without having to get the embossing folder. But this piece in particular, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to be sewing this little booklet right into here. I was thinking it would be nice to have this little piece right here. Just glue it on the back side right there, and I'll have a little tuck. Oh, actually, this has a bump on it. Maybe I should, yeah, I should do this side. Okay, so put the bump, because this paper actually has a bump on it too. This is the spine, and this is supposed to be the new panel. Look at that ridge that happened there, that glue ridge. So that's an imperfection. So I was thinking it'd be nice to bring this over and just kind of cover that up, and then you have a little tuck for more little goodies like this. Hey, got some freebies. Oh yeah, baby. We're gonna give you some freebies with this. Well, those aren't my freebies, but this one is. Tee-hee-hee. Maybe I can, no, stop, just stop. Just basics, we're doing the basics, and that's it. So all we have left to do today is attach this little pocket, sew in the signature, and I think we're done. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything else to this. I didn't do anything to this panel, you know, because I think one plain panel is probably good. I love these green file folders. I stocked up, I got like a whole case of them, because I just love them, you know. And you take that wire thingy out, it comes with this really nice thing to hang on the file folders, this long ass wire thing, rod. I'm definitely going to be saving those for something else eventually, you know. Hardware, come on, of course, you know I'm saving that. I'm not a hoarder, okay? I'm a collector of wonderful elements that I can use in the future for you know, crafting and stuff. So anyway, We've added what we're going to add to this. Do this, this, and we're done. This is very nerve-wracking to do on the camera, but I need to get braver and I need to just do it. So I'm probably going to play some music and just try to do this in fast mode. I'm going to glue this last because I don't want it smearing around while I'm trying to do this. So here we go. This is really going to be a big helper, because what this is going to be, I think, is going to be my daily agenda for, let's see how it sits without the bowl clips. Hope I didn't clobber these pages too bad. No, not too bad at all. Looking good, sitting pretty. I always feel really accomplished after I sew a signature in, because I'll tell you what, it's a little stressful. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit stressful. So we have a string that goes up there, sitting pretty. Oh, look at that. Let's pull these goodies out. We don't need those in there yet. And we can get rid of these damn clips. They're loud and obnoxious. Get out of here, you clippies. Okay, let's do a pre-flip. Yeah, I know we have that one thing to add. But how does this go again? Ooh, it's starting to get thick. Starting to fold up nicely. The way it look. Uh-oh, we got a little bounce going on. Whoop. Whoop. Alrighty. Things are getting serious. Okay, we got our new signature sewn in. The very last thing to add. So the story behind that goes that I think I did a thin layer of gold, like acrylic gold like this, and then I Mod Podged a napkin on top of that. Now I know it sounds strange, but it was the innards of a napkin, not, you know, not one of these fancy napkins that a lot of these ladies like to do. I took, you know, the liner of the napkin, and I stuck it on there, and then I was really unhappy with it, and I thought, you know, that really looks like shit. So I pulled the napkin off, and lo and behold, because it was like crunched up, crinkly crunched up, which is amazing, and I might actually try this technique again because I'm really happy with the results. But it crunched up the gold pattern on there, and I totally ripped up this behind this. This is why I covered this up. You could see some of the rippage there. Even though that looks cool, I was like, I kind of shredded some stuff when I pulled the napkin off. So I thought, great place for a pocket and some reinforcement here. You know, I need to like reinforce this too. But for the most part, I'm really happy with that. If I was really feeling bold, I would take this Rub and Buff, because I'm just like so impressed with the results from this, even though I made a big boo-boo and I'm not going to be using the thing. I'm so impressed with this Rub and Buff. I can't get over how freaking cool it is, man. If I was more bold with this Rub and Buff, I would Rub and Buff, you know, if I could use my pinky maybe. I wish I had a smaller finger. And just kind of, I would like to just Rub and Buff those little, oops, you can't even see what I'm talking about. I like to just Rub and Buff that little embossed area there. See that little thing? Wouldn't that be fancy? Anyways, we're not going to do it. Gonna be, you know, just gonna keep it nice and plain because this is beautiful. It's antique, so we're just gonna leave it. We're not gonna screw it up like we did this. So, you know what? That is it. I think the next venture in this adventure will be the final flip through, and you'll see this in all of its beauty. Oop. Did that glue not hold? Wait a second now. Yeah, that glue's not holding. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to get the tacky glue out here. It's holding up here on this part. Maybe I just didn't put enough down here. Well, you always have to have enough because you want to make sure your stuff holds, especially from the bottom. So, it's just, oh, look at that. Oh, here it comes. Oh, shoot. Well, crap. Let's just try. See, good thing I caught this on camera. I love to share my mistakes because I want to make sure you guys don't make any. And I'd rather make the mistakes first and show you. So now we know, old card like this, you can't use art glitter glue because it just does not like it for whatever reason. Okay, here we go. Let's put it in the same spot. Ouch, I just bonked my head on the damn light. The ring light that I actually remembered to turn on this time. I didn't have it on in my last video because I like to keep it nice and dark here at the Emporium. Oh yes. Matches my dark little heart. Okay, let's get some napkins over here. A little tuba playing on the floorboards. There we are. There we are. And we're not going to test out the pocket until it's dry, because otherwise we stick stuff inside. And yes, we've done that plenty of times before, because we get pocket anxious. Ooh, a pocket! I gotta stuff something in it right away, because pockets are exciting, you know. They really are. All right. Hey, we have more. We have this stuff all over the desk. Be sure to throw stuff around. We really don't need any more of this. I mean, we got pretty gothed out. Ooh, maybe this needs a book cover. We got pretty gothed out already. Oh, hey, I don't know. Oh, damn. I may end up doing something. Well, you won't know until the end. So, thank you for joining me today on this craft along. Sorry I did like the majority of it off camera, but you know, it is what it is. You will see this again very soon. I'm gonna probably be giving it, you know, a testaroo. I don't know. I really don't know at this point what's happening with anything. I may just sell it if you like it.